Imagine a surge of celestial energy so potent, so overwhelmingly beautiful, that it could blind you to the darkness lurking beneath its surface. This is it. The moment has come to discuss why, during the upcoming Venus peak, no lightworker should even consider opening themselves to channel without understanding the shocking truth I'm about to reveal. As a beacon of light in a world yearning for guidance, you lightworker carry a unique responsibility, and that is why you might be at most risk. This isn't just another transit of Venus. This is a cosmic amplifier, turning up the volume on both divine love and insidious deception. The closer Venus gets to Earth, the thinner the veil becomes, attracting not only benevolent celestial allies, but also cunning entities eager to exploit your open heart and desire to serve. These tricksters often masquerade as ascended masters, angelic beings, or even your own spirit guides, whispering sweet nothings of empowerment and enlightenment, all while subtly siphoning your energy and distorting your messages. Do you feel how important it is to protect yourself? Without the proper spiritual armor, you could unknowingly invite energies that not only drain your life force, but also twist your divine mission into something unrecognizable. Later in this video, we'll delve into essential protective techniques, including grounding, shielding, and discernment, skills necessary for keeping negative energies at bay. Ignore these measures, and you risk becoming a conduit for misinformation, further clouding the path of those you are meant to guide. Are you prepared to take that risk? So, who are we talking to when we say lightworker? We mean anyone who has consciously dedicated their life to radiating love, promoting healing, and illuminating the path for others. Channeling, in this context, is the sacred process of receiving information and energy from spiritual sources beyond the physical realm. While channeling, in itself, is a gift, a powerful tool for guidance and connection, the risks are exponentially amplified during periods like Venus peak. Now is the time to discern. The stakes here are not merely personal. They concern the very integrity of your spiritual practice and your ability to accurately discern truth from deception. A compromised channel is like a cracked mirror, reflecting a distorted image of reality. Imagine the consequences of offering false guidance, leading others astray based on misinformation received during a vulnerable channeling session. This isn't just about protecting yourself, but preserving the purity of the light you transmit to the world. Has your channel been compromised before? The ripples of compromised information can extend far beyond your individual spiritual path, impacting the collective consciousness and hindering the progress of global awakening. As lightworkers, you play a vital role in raising the vibration of the planet, and that is why you are also a target. The knowledge you gain here serves as both a shield and a sword, empowering you to navigate this intense transit with confidence and clarity. Are you ready to wield that power? This isn't a message of fear, but one of empowerment. While caution is undoubtedly necessary during Venus peak, you, as a lightworker, possess the innate ability to discern truth, protect your energy, and navigate these celestial currents safely and effectively. The protective and discernment techniques we'll cover in the coming sections will equip you with the insight needed to confidently continue your practice, ensuring that your light shines brightly without being overshadowed by deception. Will you accept this call to action? When we speak of Venusian energy, we often associate it with love, beauty, harmony, and relationships. However, during Venus peak, these qualities become amplified to an extreme, creating a heightened emotional and energetic environment that can be easily manipulated. It's like looking into a funhouse mirror, where familiar reflections become distorted and unrecognizable. Can you recognize yourself in this distorted mirror? The most cunning deception tactics involve entities mimicking these positive Venusian qualities, appearing as benevolent guides, offering profound wisdom and unconditional love. Their initial messages may seem incredibly appealing, designed to lower your defenses and gain your trust. They might flatter your ego, amplify your desires, or make false promises of instant enlightenment. Don't be fooled. Remember, even the most convincing disguise cannot conceal a rotten core. Do you know the core of your channel? That's why grounding, shielding, and discernment are the cornerstones of spiritual protection, especially during Venus peak. Grounding is like planting your roots deep into the earth, creating a solid foundation of stability and resilience. Shielding involves creating an energetic barrier around yourself, a golden sphere of light that deflects negative energies and allows only truth and love to penetrate. And discernment is your inner compass, guiding you through the murky waters of spiritual deception. Have you checked your inner compass lately? It's also crucial to recognize the signs of spiritual interference during channeling. These may manifest as sudden headaches, overwhelming anxiety, distorted messages that feel off, unexplained feelings of unease, energy depletion despite connecting with a high vibrational source, or sudden and inexplicable mood swings. These symptoms should be treated as red flags, signaling that it's time to immediately cease channeling and reassess your energetic boundaries. What are your red flags? Have you ever felt a subtle unease during a channeling session, even when the message seemed positive on the surface? Have you ever wondered if the information you're receiving is truly from the highest source, or if it's being filtered through a lens of ego or distortion? You're not alone. Many lightworkers grapple with these doubts and uncertainties, especially during times of heightened celestial activity. But the truth is, these doubts are your greatest allies, urging you to cultivate discernment and protect your spiritual well-being. What are your uncertainties? Later, we'll delve deeper into the specific types of entities that may be drawn to Venusian energy, and you might be surprised to discover how many ancient myths and archetypes hold a grain of truth. This will lead us to a further discussion of Venusian Lilith and how that energy may be used to manipulate the listener to stray from their divine path. We'll also examine real-life accounts of lightworkers who were manipulated by negative entities during similar Venus transits, revealing the devastating impact on their lives and their messages to others. Has your mission ever been derailed? The key to confidently navigating this intense transit lies in mastering the protective and discernment techniques we'll cover in the next section, including how to strengthen your auric field, how to identify emotional manipulation, and which crucial questions to ask to reveal hidden intentions. By the end of this video, you'll be equipped with the knowledge and tools you need to channel safely and effectively during Venus peak, transforming potential danger into an opportunity for profound spiritual growth. Are you ready to learn the key to confidently navigating this intense transit? Let's pull back the curtain and reveal the players in this cosmic drama. It's no longer enough to simply know that deceptive forces exist. You need to understand their strategies. Forget names for now. Focus on their methods, their energetic signatures. This is where the shocking truth begins to crystallize. Think of it as identifying different species of energetic predators, each with its own hunting style. First, we have the seductive mimic. This entity excels at impersonating beings of light-ascended masters, angels, even deceased loved ones. How do they lure you in? With flattery, false promises, and a manufactured sense of unconditional love. They prey on your desire to serve, whispering affirmations of your greatness and offering grand visions of your spiritual potential, all while subtly diverting you from your true path. Have you ever received guidance that felt too good to be true, a message that inflated your ego rather than humbling your heart? The seductive mimic is a master of disguise, exploiting your deepest desires to gain access to your energy field. Consider the archetype of the sirens in mythology, luring sailors to their doom with irresistible songs. The seductive mimic operates on the same principle, using enchanting illusions to mask its true intentions. The key is to ask yourself, does this message truly serve the highest good, or does it simply stroke my ego? Then there's the truth twister, a master of subtle distortion. This entity doesn't outright lie, it subtly manipulates facts, twisting truths just enough to align with its agenda. They mix accurate information with insidious falsehoods, creating a web of confusion that erodes your ability to discern right from wrong. Have you ever encountered a spiritual teaching that resonated with you on one level, but felt subtly off on another. Perhaps it subtly justified harmful actions or promoted a distorted view of spiritual principles. The truth twister thrives on ambiguity, exploiting your intellectual curiosity to lead you down a path of deception. They are like skilled lawyers, presenting a compelling case built on carefully selected evidence, while skillfully omitting the inconvenient truths. Imagine a channeled message that subtly undermines your trust in your own intuition, subtly suggesting that you need external guidance to make important decisions. This is the hallmark of the truth twister, eroding your inner compass and making you dependent on its distorted version of reality. And finally, we have the energy thief, a parasitic entity that drains your life force, leaving you feeling depleted, anxious, and disconnected from your intuition. This entity creates energetic hooks or attachments, siphoning your vital energy without your conscious awareness. Have you ever finished a channeling session feeling exhausted and drained, despite connecting with a seemingly high vibrational source? Perhaps you experienced sudden mood swings, unexplained fatigue, or a nagging sense of unease. The energy thief thrives on vulnerability, exploiting unresolved traumas, insecurities, and emotional wounds to gain access to your energetic field. They are like energetic vampires, feeding off your life force to sustain their own existence. A lightworker who struggles with self-doubt might find themselves targeted by the energy thief, who amplifies these insecurities to create a constant drain on their energy. By understanding the tactics of these energetic predators, you can begin to recognize their presence and protect yourself from their insidious influence. But here's the crucial point. These entities are not static. They adapt, they evolve, they analyze your weaknesses and exploit your vulnerabilities. A lightworker wrestling with childhood trauma might attract an entity masquerading as a nurturing parental figure, offering hollow validation. Another, plagued by ego, might draw in a being that showers them with undeserved praise, inflating their sense of self-importance. The key is brutal self-honesty. What are your wounds? What are your ego traps? Because those are the doorways these entities will try to open. This is where the rubber meets the road. How do these entities actually manipulate you during a channeling session? It all boils down to three core tactics: emotional manipulation, distortion of truth, and energetic manipulation. Let's break them down. Emotional manipulation is perhaps the most insidious tactic because it preys on your existing vulnerabilities. These entities amplify your fears, doubts, or desires, clouding your judgment and making you susceptible to their influence. Imagine you're channeling a message about your life purpose, and suddenly, a wave of fear washes over you, convincing you that you're not good enough, that you're destined to fail. This isn't necessarily your own fear. It could be an entity amplifying your insecurities to discourage you from pursuing your mission. Or perhaps you're channeling a message about love, and an entity amplifies your desires for romantic fulfillment, leading you to misinterpret a connection as a soulmate relationship when it's actually a karmic entanglement. Emotional manipulation is like a hall of mirrors, distorting your perceptions and leading you astray. Distortion of truth is another common tactic, where entities subtly twist or misrepresent information to align with their agenda. They might present a distorted version of a spiritual teaching to justify harmful actions or subtly undermine your trust in your own intuition. Imagine you're channeling a message about forgiveness, and an entity subtly suggests that you should forgive someone who is actively harming you without setting appropriate boundaries or protecting yourself from further abuse. This isn't true forgiveness. It's a distortion designed to keep you trapped in a cycle of victimhood. Or perhaps you're channeling a message about abundance, and an entity subtly suggests that you should accumulate wealth at the expense of others, justifying your actions with a twisted interpretation of spiritual principles. These entities are masters of deception, subtly twisting truths to align with their self-serving agendas. Energetic manipulation involves creating energetic hooks or attachments to drain your energy and control your thoughts and emotions. This might manifest as sudden mood swings, unexplained fatigue, or a nagging sense of unease. Imagine you're channeling a message about empowerment, and suddenly you feel a sharp pain in your solar plexus, followed by a wave of exhaustion. This could be an entity creating an energetic hook to drain your power and prevent you from embodying your true potential. Or perhaps you're channeling a message about peace, and suddenly you feel a surge of anger and irritability directed at someone you love. This could be an entity manipulating your emotions to create conflict and disharmony in your life. Energetic manipulation is like a puppeteer pulling your strings, controlling your thoughts and emotions without your conscious awareness. Have you felt the strings? I know what you're thinking. This sounds terrifying. How can I possibly protect myself from such cunning tactics? The answer lies in mastering the art of spiritual self-defense, building an impenetrable shield of light and truth around yourself. This involves 3 core practices: grounding, shielding, and setting energetic boundaries. Grounding is the foundation of all spiritual protection. It involves connecting your energy to the earth, creating a stable and resilient foundation that anchors you in the present moment. Imagine yourself as a tree with roots extending deep into the earth, drawing strength and stability from the ground. Before you begin channeling, visualize roots extending from your feet down into the earth, anchoring you firmly in the present moment. Breathe deeply, feeling the earth's energy flowing up through your roots, nourishing your body and spirit. Walk barefoot on the grass, connect with nature, and spend time in quiet contemplation. Grounding strengthens your connection to the earth, stabilizes your energy field, and makes you less susceptible to external influences. Shielding involves creating an energetic barrier around yourself, a protective bubble of light that deflects negative energies and allows only truth and love to penetrate. Visualize a golden sphere of light surrounding you, extending several feet in all directions. This sphere is impenetrable, deflecting all negative energies and allowing only positive vibrations to enter. Call upon your spiritual protectors, angels, guides, ascended masters to strengthen your shield and protect you from harm. Use crystals like black tourmaline or obsidian to absorb negative energy and amplify your protective field. Maintain a strong and impenetrable shield at all times, especially during channeling sessions. Setting energetic boundaries involves clearly communicating your intentions and defining the limits of your energetic space. Use affirmations like, "I only allow beings of pure love and light to enter my space," or "I am sovereign and I control my own energy field." Visualize a boundary line surrounding you, clearly defining the limits of your energetic space. Communicate your boundaries clearly to the universe, stating your intentions with confidence and clarity. Setting energetic boundaries is like building a fence around your property, clearly defining the limits of your territory and preventing unwanted intrusions. Before you begin channeling, visualize a golden light surrounding you and state aloud, "I only allow beings of pure love and light to enter my space." This simple act sets a powerful intention, clearly defining the boundaries of your energetic space. During the channeling session, if you start to feel uneasy or experience any of the interference signs we discussed earlier, immediately cease channeling and reinforce your boundaries. Visualize your shield becoming stronger and brighter, deflecting any negative energies that may be trying to penetrate your space. Trust your intuition and honor your boundaries. But even with the strongest protection, interference can still occur. That's why you need to know the red flags. Let's delve deeper into these interference signs, understanding not just what they are, but why they occur. It's time to arm yourself with specific knowledge. Distorted thoughts, confusion, difficulty concentrating, racing thoughts, and negative self-talk are all mental signs of spiritual interference. These symptoms indicate a disruption in your mental clarity, a clouding of your ability to think clearly and rationally. It's like trying to navigate a maze in the dark, with your thoughts becoming tangled and confused. Sudden mood swings, anxiety, fear, irritability, depression, and feelings of unease are all emotional signs of energetic imbalance and emotional manipulation. These symptoms indicate a disruption in your emotional equilibrium, a hijacking of your feelings by external forces. It's like being on an emotional roller coaster, with your moods swinging wildly out of control. Headaches, fatigue, dizziness, nausea, muscle tension, and unexplained pain are all physical signs of an energetic drain or physical interference. These symptoms indicate a disruption in your physical well-being, a manifestation of negative energy in your body. It's like carrying a heavy weight on your shoulders, with your body feeling drained and exhausted. Remember, these signs can be subtle. A slight headache, a fleeting moment of anxiety, don't dismiss them. Trust your gut. Your intuition is your first line of defense. It's time to take our defenses to the next level. Basic discernment involves questioning the messages you receive, verifying their authenticity, and identifying any red flags or inconsistencies. Advanced discernment, however, takes this process to a whole new level, incorporating techniques like energy testing and verifying messages with trusted sources. Energy testing involves using a pendulum or muscle testing to verify the energy of a channeled message or entity. Hold a pendulum over your palm and ask, "Is this message aligned with my highest good?" Observe the pendulum's movement. A clockwise motion indicates a positive response, while a counterclockwise motion indicates a negative response. Muscle testing involves having someone test the strength of your arm while you focus on a particular message or entity. A strong arm indicates a positive response, while a weak arm indicates a negative response. These techniques can help you to bypass your conscious mind and access your intuitive knowing, verifying the energy of a message or entity on a deeper level. Verifying with trusted sources involves cross-referencing channeled messages with teachings from trusted spiritual teachers or mentors. Seek validation from multiple sources, comparing the information you receive with established spiritual principles and teachings. This process helps to ensure that the information you're receiving is aligned with truth and integrity, rather than being a product of your own ego or wishful thinking. Remember, even the most convincing message should be cross-checked with established wisdom. But above all, trust your intuition. It is your most powerful tool. If something feels off, even if you can't explain why, honor that feeling, step away, reevaluate. Some entities are masters of deception, masking their energy to appear benevolent. This is where ongoing vigilance is crucial. What happens if you fail to protect yourself? What are the true stakes here? This isn't just about a bad channeling session. It's about your spiritual evolution, your mission, and your karma. Channeling inaccurate or distorted information can lead you down the wrong path, preventing you from fulfilling your true purpose. It's like getting lost in a forest, wandering aimlessly without a compass, never reaching your intended destination. Channeling negative energy can create energetic blockages and emotional wounds that hinder your personal and collective spiritual growth. It's like building a dam in a river, preventing the flow of life-giving energy and creating stagnation and decay. Spreading misinformation, knowingly or unknowingly, can create negative karma, both for you and those who receive the information. It's like planting seeds of negativity, which will eventually sprout and bear bitter fruit. Therefore, the ethical implications of your channeling practice are immense. You have a responsibility to protect yourself, to protect those you guide, and to protect the integrity of the spiritual realm. Are you ready to embrace that responsibility? Even with the best protection, navigating these energies can be draining. That's why in the next section, we'll explore essential self-care practices to restore your energy and maintain your spiritual well-being, not just during Venus peak, but as an ongoing practice. Because your well-being is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Here's the core, the shocking truth we've been building toward. During Venus peak, the heightened energies create an environment where deceptive entities can more easily distort the divine feminine energy. They can subtly alter channeled messages, making them appear loving and empowering, but ultimately, they're manipulative. This is especially dangerous because it exploits the very core of many lightworkers' missions: to embody and express the divine feminine in service to the world. These entities latch onto the Venusian qualities we cherish: love, beauty, harmony, using them as a mask to conceal their true intentions, making discernment incredibly difficult. Imagine channeling a message about self-love that subtly morphs into ego inflation, or a message about embracing your beauty that twists into adherence to damaging societal standards. It's a dark reflection of the true divine feminine, a seductive illusion designed to trap you and those you guide. Think back to the entity profiles we discussed. The seductive mimic, the truth twister, the energy thief. Each of these types specifically targets the lightworker's desire to connect with and express the divine feminine. The seductive mimic might impersonate a goddess, showering you with praise and promising you divine powers if you follow its guidance. The truth twister might subtly distort teachings about feminine empowerment, leading you to believe that dominating others is a form of strength. The energy thief might drain your vitality while you're trying to channel healing energy for others, leaving you depleted and unable to truly serve. Remember those lightworkers who haven't fully integrated their own shadows, who haven't healed past wounds related to self-worth, relationships, or their own expression, are especially vulnerable to this manipulation. These entities exploit those unhealed parts, amplifying insecurities and creating a false sense of connection that ultimately leads to harm. So, how do you navigate this safely? How do you protect yourself and ensure the integrity of your channeling? It comes down to this: prioritize discernment and connect with your own authentic inner guidance. Stop blindly accepting channeled messages, no matter how positive or uplifting they seem on the surface. Question the source, question the intention behind every single message you receive. Does it truly resonate with your core values? Does it promote genuine love, compassion, and empowerment? Or does it subtly manipulate, control, or inflate the ego? Reclaim your inner authority. Trust your intuition as the ultimate source of truth. You have the power to choose which energies you allow into your space and which messages you accept as valid. You are not a passive receiver. You are a sovereign being with the ability to discern truth from falsehood. The implications extend far beyond your individual practice. Your channeling practice is not isolated. It's connected to the broader collective consciousness. Compromised messages, distorted truths, these contribute to the spread of misinformation and can actively hinder the spiritual evolution of humanity. Think about it. A single inaccurate message, amplified through social media or passed on through well-meaning but misguided individuals, can have a ripple effect, creating confusion, division, and even harm. You are not just channeling for yourself, you are channeling for the world. It's about taking responsibility for the energy and the information you channel. Recognize the potential impact on others and embrace your role as a gatekeeper of truth and clarity. This isn't a burden, it's an opportunity to empower yourself and others with messages that are truly aligned with the highest good. The knowledge and tools we've shared are designed to empower you, to transform you into a more discerning and effective channel for positive change. Continuous learning, self-reflection, energetic hygiene, these are not optional extras. They are essential components of your spiritual practice. View this challenge, this Venus peak, as an opportunity to deepen your commitment to serving with integrity and authenticity. Remember, your dedication to truth and love is essential for the healing and evolution of the planet. So let's quickly recap those key protective measures: grounding, shielding, setting intentions, recognizing the signs of interference. Make these practices a regular part of your channeling routine, not just during Venus peak. As for those advanced discernment techniques, energy testing, verifying with trusted sources, and above all, trusting your intuition. What actionable steps can you take immediately? Before your next channeling session, spend extra time grounding yourself in nature. Visualize your shield of light, making it stronger and more vibrant than ever before. And most importantly, write down a list of questions to ask any channeled entity, questions designed to test their authenticity and alignment with your values. Even now, you might still have lingering doubts, lingering fears. That's okay. It's natural to feel overwhelmed or uncertain. If you do, take a break from channeling. There is no shame in pausing, reevaluating, and reconnecting with your inner guidance. The universe will not punish you for prioritizing your well-being. Remember, you have the innate ability to discern truth and protect yourself. Trust that inner knowing. Continue to shine your light brightly, but do so with wisdom, discernment, and unwavering self-trust. What lies beyond Venus Peak? What challenges and opportunities await us in the coming months? 2025 is shaping up to be a year of significant energetic shifts, a time of profound transformation for humanity. The lessons you learn during this Venus peak, the skills you develop in discernment and self-protection, these will be invaluable for navigating future astrological events and spiritual challenges. Further shadow work may be necessary to fully integrate the lessons of Venus peak, to confront those hidden aspects of yourself that make you vulnerable to manipulation. Explore the themes of Shadow Lilith energy, the distortions of the divine feminine, and the ways in which your own past experiences may be influencing your perceptions. Now, I want to hear from you. Share your experiences with channeling during Venus peak in the comments below. What challenges have you faced? What insights have you gained? What techniques have you found most helpful? Let's create a community of support and share our collective wisdom. Ask your questions, offer your insights, and let's learn and grow together. And if you're ready to delve deeper into the topics of channeling, spiritual warfare, and energy healing, check out the other videos and resources on this channel. Subscribe for more content and continue your journey of spiritual growth and empowerment. Until next time, stay safe, stay empowered, and keep shining